My name is Maeve Bracken and I am the co-course director in the Masters in Applied Behaviour Analysis here in Trinity College, Dublin. And I would just like to take a few minutes just to give you an overview of certain elements of the course here in Trinity College. Well, as you may already know, ABA is the field of psychology which is concerned with the science of learning and behaviour. And the overall aim of students who are studying applied behaviour analysis is to change socially significant behaviours for individuals with the goal of improving some aspect of their life. So in layman's terms, I suppose what that means is that ABA makes meaningful changes in people's lives through the use of evidence-based practices. So the lecturers on our course use the most up-to-date and relevant research in the development of their course material and also in the assessment of our students. Over the course of 2 years, the modules that the students study are very closely aligned with the course content required by both the Psychological Society of Ireland and by the Association of Behaviour Analysis International in order to acquire a professional qualification in applied behaviour analysis. In first year, students start with the basic principles and philosophical underpinnings of applied behaviour analysis. And then this takes them all the way through to teaching them how to select appropriate behaviours for measurement, for assessment, and then essentially ending up with producing behaviour support plans, which are evidence-based and the most up-to-date and evidence-based interventions that can be put in place for that particular behavioural issue. In second year, our students continue with a research dissertation on an area which is of interest to them. And then we also look in more detail at the advanced scientific principles of applied behaviour analysis. And we also examine how best to employ the knowledge of these principles in order to ensure that our systems and our workplaces are operating to the highest professional and ethical standards. Now, the course commitments. The course is a full-time course, but in each year, the students are only required to be on campus 1 day per week. And this is really to allow the students to complete supervised fieldwork or placement, and also because a lot of our students are working when they start this course. And a lot of them come to the course with an appropriate placement already in place because of their own work position. But in first year, the classes are every Thursday on campus, and we also occasionally have additional recorded online classes which occur on Fridays. But this does not require students to be on campus. It's only to provide them with extra material. And also in first year, each student has to complete 100 hours of supervised fieldwork. In second year, the classes are on campus every Wednesday, and the students once again have to complete another 100 hours of supervised fieldwork. The assessments, we have a variety of assessments, and they include exams, essays, presentations, behaviour support plans, literature reviews, and functional behavioural assessments, amongst a couple of other types of assessment. The supervised fieldwork is generally conducted by our students mostly in places like ASD preschools, ASD primary schools, secondary schools, and also in mainstream schools and a variety of educational settings. We also have students who work in residential and day services for individuals with intellectual disability or learning disability. So the students are required to conduct a placement or supervised fieldwork of a minimum of 100 hours each year. Now, the majority of our students actually do more than that each year, but they are the basic course requirements. And for each of those 100 hours that students gain, it means that they have to have a minimum of a matched 5 hours of supervision from a board certified behaviour analyst or from a Psychological Society of Ireland approved supervisor. Now, the placement site and the supervisor are independently sourced by our students. And as I say, a lot of our students come to the course with an appropriate work placement already. But for those who don't have that facility, particularly for our international students, we are very willing and able to help them and advise them on how to source both the fieldwork site and the supervisor. The course credentials and the career opportunities are varied. The course in Ireland is accredited by the Psychological Society of Ireland, and this means that the students or the graduates have a pathway and the potential to become chartered behavioural psychologists. And for those who do not have that pathway, in other words, for students who do not have a first degree in psychology, we also have the Irish Society for Behaviour Analysts in Ireland, or ISBA as it's shortened to, and we would encourage all of our students to join that society, and they provide great information and advice on the career opportunities that are available for graduates of the Masters in Applied Behaviour Analysis. Generally speaking, if you cannot become a chartered behavioural psychologist or a board certified behaviour analyst, there is always the option of becoming a behaviour support specialist. And our graduates have gone on to work in quite high level positions in a variety of organisations, both nationally and internationally, as behaviour support specialists. We also are a verified course sequence for the Association for Behaviour Analysis International. And what that essentially means is that for students who eventually reside in the UK at the moment, in the USA, in Canada, or in Australia, if they complete this course successfully, it will enable them to sit for the board certified behaviour analyst exam and to become a BCBA. Now that is only open to people who eventually reside in one of those 4 countries. So there is a dual pathway and lots of opportunities for students, either nationally or internationally, when they successfully graduate from the Masters in Applied Behaviour Analysis. The minimum entry requirements, we have approximately 15 places each year, and we like to receive our applications by the end of April each year. Students or applicants must have a 2-1 equivalent honours degree in psychology or a related free field from a recognised third level institution. The related fields can vary from education, special education, nursing, speech and language therapy, occupational therapy, social care, early childhood education, etc. So there are a lot of opportunities for students who come from different backgrounds to complete this master's very, very successfully. Applicants must have a fluent command of the English language, and that can be determined by a variety of tests, such as Duolingo, the IELTS or TEFL. There's a variety of assessments that students can complete either online or in person, and they are on the broader website for Trinity College Dublin. Once students are accepted on the course, they go through a process of Garda or police vetting, which is aided by our administration staff in Trinity College. So students don't have to acquire this before they come on the course. We help them organise that once they have accepted a place on the course. And then once they are on the course, we require that they become a member of a professional organisation such as the Psychological Society of Ireland or ABAI or APA, for example. So that is really a very brief overview of what we do here in Trinity College in the Masters in Applied Behaviour Analysis. For those of you who would like to look for a little bit more information, you can see the link there on the screen, and we are also available via email, myself and my colleague Dr. Olive Healy, to answer any of your questions or queries, and we would be delighted to do so. So we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.